I told him the traffic signal rules need to be followed by each and every one. Even the chief minister and senior officials obey the traffic signal. I asked him to move to the other side of the road so that the traffic can move properly. The PSOs got out of the vehicle and started fighting with my subordinate. One of the PSOs tried to hit me with a rifle. When I stopped him, another PSO hit me with an AK-47. I noted down the number of the vehicle. The number was JK0P13400. And I informed my seniors about it.
Let me now.
Why should I not believe this
version? Let me reply. You have asked a question. Now you have asked a question. I tell you, nobody told my driver. I was within this. I had not stopped
Convenient.
This. My front escort had crossed the signal. I stopped when the signal turned red. Nobody came to me. I don't know what happened behind me.
One sec.
Where was
There's a question.
Let me tell you. The signal turned green after 30 seconds. I left.
Why can't you wait?
No, one question.
Once a question comes
One question. Now, how many hours later did you find out that a man had nearly lost his eye because of the way your security personnel treated him? Was it 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours? When did you find out?
Let me answer. I was in a TV studio in Doordarshan.
For how many hours?
6 o'clock I came out. Immediately. That is 1 hour. Exactly 1 hour I came out of the studio. I was informed of.
Mr. Minister, you know you cannot murder. Your security people cannot. I'm sorry to say
I agree with you. They have no right to murder anybody or bash anybody.
Now here's the question.
I am with you.
The question is asked. The question is asked. Mr. Minister, allow me to continue.
They belong to.
Allow me to continue my questioning. My questioning is this: Sub-Inspector Mohan Lal tells Times Now you did not say anything to your officials, instead provoked them to violate the signal. Who was the minister and what did he say? Ask Times Now. Sub-Inspector Mohan Lal, Taj Mohiuddin. Times Now asks, what did he say to you, Sub-Inspector Mohan Lal? He said he was witnessing the incident. He did not say anything to his officials. Instead, he provoked them to violate the signal. They got violent and then they attacked me. They did not even realize that I am a government official. Now, you may be in a tearing hurry to go into a television studio for an interview, Mr. Minister, but your hurry is not important enough to create such a situation today in a fit of possible, either it could be arrogance or it could be, your desperation to get into the TV studio, and then you claim ignorance for an incident when it is happening a few feet away from you. My question to you, Mr. Minister, is this: can you approximately tell me how many feet behind you was this incident happening?
This was 4 vehicles were in my cavalcade, and then the escort vehicle. That means roughly about 50 feet.
So 30 to 50 feet behind you. Your convoy, your cavalcade, your security officers try to murder a traffic cop who's asking your cavalcade to follow the rules, and you say you don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything, and believe me as a gentleman, I tell you, I don't know anything.
Why is Aslam Ghani, why are you keeping such a distance? Usually you jump into the debate. Today it appears that both you and your Chief Minister, Omar Abdullah, want to keep their hands as away from this unfortunate incident as possible. Why?
Adam, you have not asked me anything, and I am listening to very heated conversation going between the Minister and you. You see, I am as a lawyer, I may tell you one thing, that this is a case where probably, the intentions cannot be attributed and inferred. Yes, morally speaking, that it's a cavalcade of a minister, and this is going on, and something happens, 2 security people go suddenly mad and they start beating, which is a very unfortunate incident, to which Chief Minister Mr. Abdullah has immediately tweeted. He has said that this...
I am not asking about Chief Minister Omar Abdullah's tweet in which he is blaming the policeman. I am asking you why Chief Minister Omar Abdullah wants to put the blame only at the bottom of the pyramid and not think that the minister whose security guard carried all this out, the minister is not responsible. Is it because the minister is from the Congress party?
Arnab, please kindly listen. We should not extend the scope of interpretations to the extent as we are trying to do.
Why?
You see, Minister, I have been hearing what he is saying. This is all probably, every traffic light has a camera, and the camera will speak. It must have been all recorded, whatever has happened on the spot. today's Supreme Court order, even I would remind you that, like, you know, we cannot put people to a media trial in a manner and try to make them
Mr. Aslam Ghani, Mr. Aslam Ghani, 1 minute, 1 minute. Anytime a tough question is asked, you ask media trial. I'm asking the questions here today, and I think the Constitution of India allows us the right to ask the questions.
Arnab, I tell you, you see, I would be lost person to defend such a inhuman act and
so don't try and shoot the messenger.
Let me tell you one thing very frankly. This is an uncivilized, inhuman act which cannot be at any cost tolerated in any civilized society. You know, this is a society where we have to improve, and if we go this way in this society, that would be very unfortunate thing, and I appreciate your initiatives.
So don't try and
I am not at all disputing it. But let us keep the things within the parameters.
What parameters?
Let us not infer things like, you know, see, I am telling you from my own experience today I am telling you, today when I was driving from Srinagar, I had to come to airport. I was driving from my place of residence to airport. You know, I also, because these are red lights which have been installed in Jammu and Srinagar, both places, these are very recently installed red lights. And most of the drivers driving here are not...
What is the argument? What is the argument?
Please, I tell you. No, please listen to me. Today, even my driver who is driving my car tried to jump the red light, which I stopped him immediately. I said, what are you doing? Don't you see the red light is there in front? Stop, get back. So, you know, it's like, yes, the person who is sitting...
This is so completely...
What kind of an alibi is this?
Please.
No. What kind of an alibi is this?
See,
this man has nearly lost his eye. He could have lost his life. And you talked about...
Let me finish. We cannot draw inferences. Look kindly, if we are on one side as a civilized society,
we cannot have justice through tweets either. We cannot. This is not the way. The chief minister cannot tweet his version of the and that's not justice by tweet.
Nobody disputes it. Madam, listen to me. Nobody disputes it. You're
providing an alibi. You're just providing an alibi.
I'm asking you today, Aslam Ghani, 1 minute.
But kindly.
Aslam Ghani, 1 minute. You know, I can understand today that the presence of cameras and visual proof is highly embarrassing in most cases for many people in power. I can assure you, Mr. Aslam Ghani, you don't have to threaten me by trying to shoot the messenger. I understand the nature of your threat. And I would like to assure you that I understand and empathize with the embarrassment caused to politicians because these incidents come out on television. That will not stop us from asking the critical question. My question to you is, answer my question, Aslam Ghani, I have a question for you. Answer my question.
Yes, please.
My question is, you're driving your car. There's a red light. A traffic policeman tells you to stop. You have a cavalcade behind you.
Yes.
You don't stop. The traffic policeman tells your cavalcade to stop. Your security man gets angry and 30 feet behind you takes out an AK-47 and a rifle and starts beating up the traffic policeman. You know it is happening behind you, but you say, you know, it's happening behind me. 1 minute, your security guard, your cavalcade, the red light, the version of the policeman which is available. Will you then turn around and say, sorry, I don't have eyes at the back of my head and don't ask me any more questions? End of story. Will you say that?
Not at all.
But that's what Taj Mohiuddin is saying.
If I have seen happening this incident.
No, how do you know it's happening? That's what Mr. Minister is saying.
No,
Taj Mohiuddin is saying he did not see the incident.
See, no. See, you don't know, Arna, whether he's seen the incident, or I don't know whether he's seen the incident.
You have the version of the traffic policeman.
No, please, no, you asked a question, Arna. You asked a question. Please listen to the answer.
He would
it is not question and answer both for you. No, listen, Arna. This is what I said at the outset, that if he has seen the incident and if he is a silent spectator, there is a responsibility, there can be a vicarious liability. But if he has not seen the incident, This can be either said by the witnesses there, or it can be said by, it can be in the recorded cameras.
No,
so,
the cavalcade, the cavalcade moves with the minister. 1 minute, Mr. Mohiuddin, one second. Mr. Mohiuddin, your cavalcade moves with you. 1 minute, Mr. Mohiuddin, your cavalcade moves with you. 1 second, the cavalcade does not move away from, it moves with you, right? You are in the car, your cavalcade follows you, right?
Yes.
So if the cavalcade is stopped, you're stopped. If you're stopped, the cavalcade is stopped, right?
Yes.
So the cavalcade was stopped,
But
right?
the
cavalcade was stopped.
Crossed.
The cavalcade was stopped, right?
Yes.
How could you not know?
I stopped.
No, so how could you not know? You said I didn't know what was happening behind me.
Let me explain it to you once again. When my front escort crossed the line, the lights turned red. So my driver had to stop.
Gautam.
Simple as this. Nobody stopped me.
No.
Nobody stopped me. So I don't know about
himself. He's tripping over himself. This is all in hindsight. The point is that in India, ministers like yourself take it for granted that the average person on the street does not enjoy the same rights. You can get away with it, and you already have, and you are hoping to get away even this one time. But this is not good enough. You owe not only that man an apology, your security personnel should give him an apology on national television and compensate him. And this is the least you can do for a man whose life could have been lost. But the point is, the tyranny of power is such. You people just think this is your birthright.
Madam,
you can jump.
My question is to Gautam Kaul. My question.
It's not the first time this has happened. It's not the last time it's going to happen.
One second.
One thing.
No. This is court also. This is investigation also. This is a verdict also.
Okay,
Well,
so
you have been providing alibis
all
also.
in one.
You provided alibis also. Your chief
You see,
minister has also given
I'll tell
justice
you
over
one
to
thing. I'll tell you.
One. Trial, admit, guilty, convict,
It's better than dodging. It's better. It's far better than dodging. That's what you guys are doing, because you don't want to admit the culpability of the minister. You're protecting the man.
No, 1 second. I'd like to point out one thing here. Mr. Aslam Ghoni.
Enough to break them.
No, Mr. Aslam Ghoni, you see the viewer, I am asking the questions today. You are giving your point of view. Taj Mohiuddin is giving his point of view. Rajesh Kalra and Shobha, they have given their point of view, and the respected Gautam Kaul, who I apologize to not coming to so far, Mr. Kaul, will give his point of view. The viewer will decide. The viewer will decide. But you cannot stop me from asking the questions.
You can't give a judgment here.
I am saying the viewer will decide. The judgment will be delivered by the viewer. 1 second. The question to Gautam Kaul is,